6 months, Primark's operating profits went up 25%. Well, joining me live in the studio are retail expert Kate Hardcastle, on the left of your screen, and stylist Basma Khalifa. Let me start with you, Kate, if I may. One is on the high street, one is online. What do you think lies behind their joint success?
It's fascinating that actually Primark don't have a sales presence online either, but one thing they have done is communicate and create a body of work out there in terms of appealing to the consumer. Both of them really listen, they engage, they have relationships, and they pride themselves in a fashion culture that allows everyone to be involved in it. It's accessibility for everybody. I would also say they don't ever put themselves out there as discount either, they put themselves out as value, allowing you to get a bit of everything you want.
But you feel that this is all at a cost?
Yeah, I think in the end, fashion is one of the biggest killers to the environment, and these landfills are filler and filler and filler, and I think that retailers do have to take responsibility. Obviously, you're right, they do not say they're discounted, but they kind of are discounted. That's the reason people go to Primark or go to boohoo, that it is fast fashion. And I think the cost is the environment and is our global landscape.
Retailers should educate and retailers should be more responsible, but until we actually give them a set of rules to be responsible against, it's probably not going to happen because they want to deliver the consumer what they want. And consumers want discount. That's a challenge. We've got consumers that are very keen to talk about the environment and then will go out and buy fashion in bulk. So there's an education element.
Come back on that, but one of the things I was saying to you outside before we came in is that with Greta here at the moment and all the talk about young people supporting the campaign against climate change, more young kids, it seems like, cheap clothes and disposable clothes than the climate change campaign.
I think it's a catch-22. You're asking young people between the ages of, let's say, 14 to 25 to care about the climate and to care about global warming, which they aren't actually educated on in schools, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know. And you're asking them to care about things when really in their heads it's like, oh, I need a new outfit for the weekend, and I need this, and I need that. I think the responsibility has to be for the retailer as adults, actually, and as a global multi-billion-pound businesses to say, hey, we know what we're doing, we know the damage we're causing. One is to educate our youth, but also we already are educated. We do know, we're just playing a blind eye to it.
I'm passionate about, the environment. I'm personally, the choices I make reflect that, but I've got to say, having seen consumers out there shopping and buying with their arms full of clothes in a store like Primark, it's not front of mind when they're thinking.
Just for a very quick final thought from both of you, because you nodded in agreement when Kate was saying what she did at the very beginning. A bigger fair trade campaign, maybe, that kind of thing?
For sure, and for every retailer, it's got to be across the board. But we've lost so many retailers who didn't put customers at the heart.
And I also think you're saying to retailers, hey, until we give you rules, you don't have to do anything. They know morally in their hearts, they do know what they're doing. It's just kind of saying, well, until they put rules in place, we don't have to bother.
Basma and Kate. Always good to talk to you two. Thank you both very much indeed.